Hey everybody, welcome to the Mon-Day Show. I'm Mon as in Munya. This is Day as in Day Day. Y'all know her as your little rich auntie. I know her as Day Day, my baby girl. But we want to invite you back to the re-entry, the reopening, the reproduction of the Mon-Day Show. Come on, Day Day, greet the people.
Hey, auntie babies.
And that's the greeting that I absolutely hate. Today, as we come to, for some of you, it's your first time seeing us, viewing us, knowing who we are. So we just want to give a little intro about who we are. Today's show is called She Get It From Her Mama. As of course you know, I am the mama. This is my baby girl. And we just want to talk to you a little bit about who we are, what God we believe has called us to do. The Mon-Day Show is a show that God produced in my heart, I'm going to say, to allow mothers and daughters. I've never been the mother of a grown daughter. And listen, sis, be on one. But I want to encourage y'all. You okay, sis? All right. I want to encourage y'all to join us every Monday. We still are working out the time, right? 6 or 7 o'clock. p.m. Central Standard Time, but we're going to do that in such a way that all of you, we're going to tackle subjects that, you know, most moms and daughters don't get to talk about or they don't want to talk about. Nevertheless, we want to be so encouraged and so encouraging. And so if we are to tell a little bit about ourselves, I want you to know who I am. I am Munya Lorraine Robinson Coleman. Grew up in Shreveport, Louisiana, from the Cooper Road area of town. We bang. I'm back. Nevertheless, I was educated in the city of Shreveport. God has afforded me so many opportunities to be several things in life. I've been a nurse, an educator, a counselor. I'm a pastor, and my platform in this world today is one that takes the glorious gospel of Jesus Christ to the nations. And so I'm a humanitarian at heart. If you ever see me out in the low down streets, blow your horn, stop, do something, because I'm doing what I do. That's given to God's people. And so today we want to talk about who we are, who God has called us to be, and what we do and how we do it in the kingdom. So she get it from her mama. Who are you, auntie? Talk to the people.
Well, I'm not giving y'all my government name. If you know, you know.
Uh-oh.
I am Rich Auntie Day Day, not Dada Day Day. I don't know why y'all think my mama named me Dada.
Or why they had an argument with me in the parking lot. I know her. That's Dada. I said, baby, I named her. 1990. Shabada.
Not my age, not too much.
Okay.
But I am Rich Auntie Day Day. I don't really know how to introduce myself.
Who are you, child?
But when people ask me that, I just be like, I'm Day Day.
Okay.
Like,
so let me talk to you a little bit about Day Day, because she can be modest, a little bit quiet. I know y'all probably seen her out in her playing field. So
I don't talk to them. Let's say
she's very introverted versus her mama, very extroverted. And so I guess if I were to say, and I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Let's do this. It just came to me. You tell who I am. I'll tell who you are.
Okay. So you want me to tell you from who you are to me or who I think you are to people?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, to me, this is, of course, my mother. But she's a pastor. She's a giver. She's a lover. She's never met a stranger.
Never.
She's the nicest person to y'all in the world. And to me, she is literally the person that she's the hardest person in the world to please. I think she's harder to please than God.
The devil is a liar.
She is, but she is the reason that everybody thinks that I'm so hardworking or that I'm so dedicated or that I always hear you never get tired. But this is my inspiration. Like, this is my blueprint. So without mama, it wouldn't be Day Day. And that's cliche, but I literally watched this lady. I literally watched her go. Like, I felt like I would always say, Mama, sit down. Like, you never at home. But I'm watching myself turn into what I saw my mama be in her 20s because she was fast. But I'm just playing.
It's always one. It's always. I'm from the Cooper Road.
She worked as much as I work now, and still, like, to see her resting and not going places is very weird.
So what I hear you saying, the counselor in me would say, I hear you saying is that you had a good example.
Yeah.
Or at least one that was noteworthy of modeling. So if I had to tell y'all who Daddy was, I'd simply say that she's a kid in the city with a big heart, right? I know y'all call her Rich Auntie. Y'all see her hosting because she's a lover of all things as it relates to arts. Like, she's really a lover of arts. And I mean, we could say that from being a child. I used to take y'all to museums. I had an exposure and a culture camp where I exposed these kids. They were privileged, but we were always in the midst of kids who were impoverished. So we would take them out of town with us. But she is the kid who developed that heart. Her brother, not so much. But Day Day eventually developed that heart, and that heart simply said, hey, let me find out where there's a person who's hurting, where there's a person who's in need, where there's a person in lack. Now, I mean, I guess we can share with the people, you grew up in church, and you grew up having to help me feed the homeless, right? And initially, talk to me a little bit about how it was for you as a child.
Feeding the homeless was probably the one thing that didn't seem forced because it was something that I enjoyed. And I built a relationship with them, so I can call them by name. I knew what they wanted. I knew what they didn't eat. Like, they were my cousins.
Right.
Like, some of them, like, we called them uncle.
And we took some home, right?
Yeah.
We took some home to live with us.
That was a little weird,
okay.
But we did. We had a group of homeless people siblings that came and lived with us, and they were my big brothers. So,
and they are still to this day.
Yeah, they're still, and we're not the same race.
They're no longer homeless. Right.
It was weird. They were Mexicans,
right.
But they were my people. So, my friends will go out, like, now, and I would see homeless people, and I'll hug them, and I'll talk to them, and they like, Daddy, what are you doing? And I'm like, they're my people. So, that was something that it didn't seem forced to me. It was a great pleasure. And I think it kind of kept us balanced in life because people
y'all were privileged.
Yeah, we were privileged. So people would automatically assume that we were spoiled brats or that we were this, but it always made me grateful. And I feel like I'm a very grateful adult, and I don't treat people as, out here, oh, we thought you were bougie or we thought you were uppity. And I'm like, I'm so down to earth because I understand, like, I didn't have a hard life, but I understand how life could change. Like, I've seen people, or I listened to the stories of the homeless people, and they were football players and they were
professional
millionaires and they were this and they were that, but life changed, and now, or
our cliche, life has its reversals.
Yeah.
Right. So then I can also say that you're not only the kid with the big heart, you're the person who is an advocate for change. Like, I've seen you really go to the places of trying to be an advocate for change. And if you're just joining, you're just tuning in, we want to remind you that, guess what? Our show today on the Mon-Day Show is She Get It From Her Mama. And so we are saying to people who, mothers everywhere who have grown daughters and sons, it's difficult to raise an adult child. I don't
who
think
thinks
you're
raising.
She's my mama.
It's more like I'm raising you.
Uh-oh.
Because you have, oh my God, it's so difficult.
See.
But I don't know if it's raising an adult child. I would say loving an adult child.
Loving an adult child and allowing you to have your own ideas and not say, because I said so, and not say, oh, that they do it this way. Which, I mean, just recently, you just started listening at your precious age of your age.
But you need to learn to listen too.
Because
it's hard for you to listen.
I hear everything the Lord says.
You didn't just want to listen to what I was telling you about the podcast.
But
it's
the
hard
podcast man was telling me, and I was like, yes, sir.
But you didn't want to listen to me saying.
Because I don't know if you knew. Praise the Lord.
See, that's a problem.
Okay, what's the problem, sis?
Raising you now is really hard.
Okay.
Because life has reversed.
Click back in.
Life has reversed.
Click back in.
I'm just saying, it has.
All right. So now we're back because, see, I'm telling you, raising grown kids is not the same. Okay, teaching and loving grown kids. But how you raising me?
Mama.
All right. So anyway, our tagline, life has its reversals. And if y'all want to just be really, really honest, I think that life has its reversals in that I've seen Day Day go through stuff. She's seen me go through stuff. But at the end of the day, I really want to say it was our faith that brought us out. What do you think brought you out? Your good looks?
I'm a little funny looking sometimes.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, as long as you know.
Well, that means you're funny looking.
You look like me. All right. So come on, talk to me a little bit about your faith, or just overcome it, because I want to also say that I've led and been the type of example that even though I'm pastor, I didn't ask you to be the pastor, but I asked you to live out loud your faith. So how were you able to overcome or use your faith as?
I mean, I've always kept God first, and I don't know.
Hold up, let me call and ask him, because I don't know. I'm kidding.
Who am I about to say? Who you calling?
I was going to call the Lord because I got a direct extension.
I have. Even when like life seemed like it was no way out, I always knew like if I didn't have nothing, I had a relationship with God. And now with the platform that I have, I try to, keep my faith as, what's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know, maybe at the forefront.
Yeah, okay. So that, and it's different because you have certain stuff, you don't want to offend this person, or you want to, but you like, that's my faith. And then some platforms you can't talk about it, or you can't because it's a conflict of interest, blah blah blah. I know my relationship, and I feel like anybody who follows or supports or anything knows that that's my faith. I keep God first. Without God, I'm nothing. And with Him is the reason that
you're experiencing this glow up. Is that a word? Because y'all tell me I ain't.
It's just as long as you don't get on here talking about some cap.
Or bed.
Just leave that where it's at.
Like, I like it.
Just leave it where it's at.
All right. When I learn the meaning of it, I'll start.
Okay.
All right. So faith is a very strong component in your life. I want to also say to parents and grown children, because that's what I like to call y'all, grown children, that it's okay to have that place where we are like completely different, because I'm called to the pulpit, but you're called to the marketplace. So even I think the number one thing we need to all gather in this moment is that, and I struggle with it, let's just say that at first, I was like, you a devil and you ain't coming in here, devil.
I'm so glad this on camera. Keep going.
I was just saying, I said it first.
Oh, okay.
But then the Lord, tell the truth now, literally dealt with my heart. And I just want to say to parents everywhere, wow, you gotta like trust the process, because these kids, like, they don't do what we think they should do. They don't do it how we think they should do it. But then they get to the precious age of grown. Can y'all see this? This girl constrained me from saying her age. What does that even mean? They keep it, they get to a place that you really have to just trust the process. And you have to trust the process enough to know that what I put in you is sufficient enough to carry you through. But even if you don't take the path or you don't take the course, I think parents everywhere need to realize that, hey, it's still my child. I get to love them. I'm going to tell you what, now if God ain't in it, I ain't going to be in it. There's going to be you by yourself and you on your own, all right? But I'm just saying. So what do you think about that? Because that wasn't an easy course for us. We almost ain't make it.
Okay, so I got a question for you.
Oh, Jesus, help us.
If you were in control of my life and what I did, like, what did you expect me to be and do? Like, what was your...
Dr. Day Coleman, living in Illinois, married to a billionaire. We get to fly and see you. You have 2 grandbabies that you keep up there with your mother-in-law. Not with us. We all right down here. And we come and see you 3 times a year. You asked. I
mean, okay. I knew you wanted me to be a doctor.
But you wanted to be a doctor.
I did. And honestly, I did because you want. And that's all I heard. So I felt like that was what I was supposed to do. Mm-hmm. I hate school. Oh. I hated school.
I
loved science,
and history.
But as I got older, I literally gag at body stuff. Like, it just makes me queasy at the stomach, and I don't feel like I had the stomach. I don't like animals. I'm allergic to half of them. I be walking around with tissue stuck up my nose all day. So, once I realized that everything my parents wanted me to do, I hated, actually.
Or you rebelled, one or the other. But okay, we'll go with what you say, sis.
I rebelled because I didn't like it.
Okay.
So I had to find my own identity. And I was afraid of it because I felt like it wasn't going to please my parents. It wasn't going to make them happy. And
Which, hold up, I don't mean to interrupt you. Let me say this to grown children everywhere and parents. Y'all, we really have to like pull back because I had to go into prayer to get this revelation because I was like, Lord, what she not going to do is drop out of school and just spend my money because we finna fight. Okay, what she not going to do is be laid up in all these private dorms and then she flunking out of school because she playing with my money. But then I realized, hey, why am I pushing her into a dream? Because my husband and I, my husband is Dr. Stephen D. Coleman. Oh, bless his name. I'm on my way to being Dr. Munya R. Coleman. And so for them not to love academics like we did, we were like, what's wrong with them? But then they had their own course, and I had to realize and go into prayer. So I want to say first to parents, seek the Lord about it, pull back, get to where you need to be, and just love them through their process. They're going to make mistakes, but I made mistakes. I had this baby at 18 years old. Come on, mistakes. I didn't have a husband when I had this baby. But also to the grown children who are watching or will watch, then you get in a place that you try to seek the guidance of the Lord and your parents and say, what is it that I love to do? Because me on the mic, I love to do it. It's effortless. When I had the show on the news, effortless. Radio show, effortless. Because I love to encourage and be on the mic. That's effortless. But I'm sure had I done that, my mama would have been just as mad. Like, no, you not. So parents and children, you got to find that place in the middle where you're just really able to connect and support it. And so now that I see what you're doing, sometimes against my will with all them flyers with them booty pics on, I'm like, they ain't your booty though. I hope they ain't your booty. I'm like, oh, Lord, I can't do this. And the Lord is like, support, pray her through it. No, I'm not coming to the club. I will not be there. Because if I come, revival going to break out. I'm telling you now. Everybody can say.
But what you can support it, you do.
I do. And money, time, effort, talent, money.
She's the momager.
And I'm the momager. I do them contracts, honey.
And that's hard for her too. We had a time this morning because I did my own for a change. You was moving too slow. Were you not? It's okay. We got it together. We still got about 20 more to go. Get ready.
See, this is the kind of stuff that you be about to catch them hands.
I'm just saying, see, you can't be my momager and not want me to. I have to direct you so you can direct me.
Hey. Get back to the podcast, sis. You getting personal now. You going to leave with some black eyes. Play with somebody, not me. All right. So, all right. What were you saying?
I don't remember.
She get it from her mama. I don't do my mama like this. Let me just say that. Because my mama.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Okay.
All right. So, my mama, yeah, she.
So, what else do I get from my mama?
I don't know. You said you look like me.
You said I look like you.
They said it. I'm color struck. I can't see it. All right. What else? What do you think? What do you think you got from me? You got the work ethics.
Work ethics.
What else?
I think I would say like my spirit, the way that I act, to a certain extent.
Maybe?
Personality, to a certain extent.
No.
You're
anal.
You're super nice.
Yeah, super nice. Me.
And I'm social when I have to be, but that's not.
But you're introverted, so you don't like people. I love people.
Yeah.
Give me the biggest crowd. I'm like, hey, y'all, they're my people over there.
I want to run away.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's definitely you and Steven. You ain't that.
The heart.
Definitely the heart.
The heart.
It's huge. And having that big heart, I'm going to say for me, it hurts. It can hurt you so
Real
badly.
Bad.
But at the end of the day, you realize, hey, why did I give? Why did I do? Why did I be? Why did I whatever? And so parents, when you see your children having your heart, that's a beautiful thing. But I also want to remind you that the same hurts you experience, they're probably going to experience it. And you have to be there for them. Because I'm a hard mama. I'll be like, girl, you better not let them see you cry. I will punch you in your chest. Suck it up. You all right. But then I have to come to the realization that you saw me cry when you were a little girl and people were hurting me. You saw me despondent and you saw me distressed. So having that big heart is a big thing, y'all. So y'all watch that because play tricks on you.
It's a greater reward somewhere. Heaven, maybe. Not here.
No, it's some here.
A little bit.
A lot. God is faithful. Who promised? All right, what else you got?
I don't have nothing.
You didn't get anything else from me?
Oh,
definitely the smile.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, cheese.
All right. That's all I can think of.
Me too.
The heart, the smile, the eyes,
The work ethic.
the work ethic, which is huge. Well, I'm going to say this too, compassion. Because, like, you are completely compassionate, even if you don't like a person, but you know that there's a need.
Yeah.
You're like, well, mama, or you bring me into this mess. Mama, they need this, they need that. And I'm like, okay, let's do it. So I think the compassion above all. So
now I would say the creativity. Remember when I was like stuck a couple of years ago and I was like, I'm not creative.
No, you're
I don't have a plan.
I'm not creative. I can't do stuff.
I've been telling you that since I was a little girl. I don't like arts and crafts. I don't like cooking. I don't like hair. And she did all this stuff. And then like now,
you
did
still
events.
don't do your
You did events, and I hated that because it was too much that went into it. And now I throw events.
Right.
That's weird.
To you.
So
I kind of prayed for it a little bit.
don't.
We here now.
But just pray they keep succeeding because it's stressful.
I mean, yeah, but
I ain't cooking though. And I ain't
you
doing no
can
hair,
cook.
but
Now,
I'm not.
That's kind of trifling. I
It's
don't
not
really
trifling.
like it.
That take too long.
It does not. Okay, that's why you can't unbig your back. But then you sitting up there talking about
It'll be okay. Lipo 360.
the devil is alive.
Can you stop praying that off me?
We're not doing no surgery now. You can get out there and exercise and do what you need to do. We done with that. Grown kids.
Are you agreeing?
I'm just saying. Do you know how many of your friends died on the table?
None. What?
Well, you knew somebody that died.
We're not
from
going to
it.
talk about that.
I'm just saying. All right. I keep an insurance policy on the phone on speed dial. You die by 12, the funeral by 2. We're going to get that insurance money by Monday at 4. I'm going to get a scholarship in your name for $2,500. The rich
That's
auntie
it? That's
scholarship.
all I was worth was 25?
No, that's how much I'm going to give somebody to go to school. Because you hated school. So I'm being kind to them on the street. You hated school.
It sounds like if something happens to me, God forbid, we know who did it.
No, I ain't going to do nothing.
You got a whole plan.
I keep a plan for everybody. Listen, I got grown kids and a grown husband. If I die first, I'm going to be with you.
Next caller.
Right.
Let's wrap that up. Let's wrap that up.
I'm just saying.
Jesus.
But see, okay, but we're in different places because for me, I mean, to live, to die is gain. So
I mean, I'm not afraid of death. I mean, it is what it is. Everybody got to die.
Okay. So you got that from your mama too.
Yeah.
But I mean, I taught y'all that.
I'm not scary. I'm not a scary girl. And I'm not a sensitive girl.
Yeah. Who you got that from?
You.
Because I ain't scared of nothing. What? Nobody. When?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Tango.
All right.
Okay.
We go.
Because I had felt something coming on. I'm like, wait a minute, what it is? Yo, what's up?
Oh,
like,
my God.
That came out. Okay. I'm back. Father, we love you. Thank you. All right. Anything else?
Nope.
That's it?
That's it.
You're so shy.
Yep.
Yeah, she definitely didn't get that from me my entire life. I can't understand it, though, because I think you developed being an introvert.
I think you put me on top of or in front of things, and that was a forced thing. So I knew I had to do it or I was going to get in trouble. So I did not like it. I was sweating. I wanted to pass out every single time.
Being a cheerleader?
Yes.
Softball.
I was scared of that too. I was scared of everything.
Soccer.
I don't like people watching me. And you
Dance
know
line.
that.
I don't like people watching me either.
Pageants.
No, pageants.
Church.
But let me say this. Even though I don't like people watching me, I mean, if they looking, I might as well give them a show.
You got to give them a show.
Come on.
You got to give
Why
your
not?
best. But that don't mean I like it.
Oh, I'm okay with it.
No.
I don't really want people
I feel
watching
like
me.
you taught me, like, be the best at everything you do.
Everything.
So if I'm going to be put on spot, I got to give you a show. But that don't mean I want to do the show. I was kind of forced. And I knew that I had to bring my A game because
So what about now?
you didn't take crap.
Yeah, we can't be
You
beat.
used to ball up my homework if it was
We're
wrong.
sloppy.
So
I'm
you
just
want me to get
saying.
out there and give a half show and then you
You
embarrass
almost
me in front of
cussed. I
everyone?
watched your mouth. I was going to bust you right in it, too.
Then you give me...
Wow.
Then you drag me off stage. That's embarrassing. So I might as well just go out there and put on my best act.
You better not cuss, I tell you.
And
that.
then cry later.
So you just going to pass that?
Yeah, because I didn't cuss.
You almost did.
Almost. It's not horseshoe. I didn't do it. It don't count.
All right, we wrapping up the show. So listen, I'm so grateful that y'all got to join us on the Mon-Day Show. I'm Mon as in Munya. This is Day as in Day Day. You got to give more. Like, we got to get theme music. We're brothers. Happy. Give me a high.
I thought it. Y'all know. Wait. I thought that show said, "Give me a hard fart." My whole life until
Why are you like this?
a month. I'm not a month. A year ago.
A year ago.
Because I was like, why they giving each other a high five and they fart?
But if we were to talk about the things you thought, let's just say that. See, that's the need for a mother to help bring.
Before we end this show, since we talked about homeless people, and I get this question a lot, I'm going to explain to y'all why I don't eat sandwiches. Because people think that I just don't eat sandwiches because they think that's the weirdest thing in the world. So remember at the beginning of the show, my mama told y'all we used to feed the homeless. Well, literally every summer of my life until I was like 16 maybe, we would feed the homeless every single day.
But no, we didn't just feed them in the summer.
Yeah,
you
but
were
I'm
just there every day in the
summer
until we went on our vacations.
Yeah. So every day in the summer, they would eat good,
during the year,
like chicken and rice. Chicken and rice was our struggle meal. So I feel like when my mom and daddy didn't have money, we would eat chicken and rice. Don't eat that either. And people are like, you had a good struggle meal. Don't eat it. If you give me chicken and rice, I feel like a pig at a slop. I don't want it. So
it was boiled chicken and rice?
Yes, hate it. Oh, God.
You don't really care for chicken because you used to say, why we got to have chicken every week?
That's because that's all Cameron ate was chicken.
I know. Okay.
I wanted fish, but he was allergic. Anyways, back to my sandwich story, y'all. So my mama didn't find this out until the Mon-Day Show 3 years ago.
I almost cried.
Right. So I remember we had something, and they offered me a sandwich. I said, I don't eat sandwiches. And my grandma said, why? And my mama looking like, what? I'm like, when have y'all ever seen me eat a sandwich? Like, I don't eat sandwiches. And so they said, why? I said, they're for poor people. So everybody looked at me upside my head. Never went back into detail. I just don't eat them. Point blank, period. End of the story. We don't have to explain. I don't want it. I will starve. Well, she found out I'm traumatized by sandwiches. Like, you know the lady on the, what show was that? She was screaming at the cotton balls. What was it, Mari? The lady that scared of cotton balls?
On the Mari Povich show?
She was scared of cotton balls. She had a phobia of cotton balls. I really do have a phobia of sandwiches because we would feed those to the homeless people. What do you give people that are less fortunate? Sandwiches. You can't give them noodles because if they homeless, where they going to heat them up at? You give them a sandwich. A bologna sandwich, a turkey sandwich. We didn't do tuna. I'll eat tuna. But I'm going to eat tuna on some crackers. Don't put nothing between two pieces of bread for me because it automatically screams I'm homeless.
So was it you were traumatized because I'd have like 20 loaves of bread?
And we would have to make sandwiches for days.
The table.
We would walk. We had a assembly line. And we would pass the bologna, pass the cheese, pass the packages of condiments. And then one time, me and my brother was playing with bologna because my parents never bought bologna. And we didn't know that, like, a ring comes off of bologna. So we was playing with it because we were like, what kind of meat got a ring to it? And my brother dropped the bologna because we was throwing it in the air, flipping it like pizza. He dropped it on the floor, and my mom was like, eat it. And I was like, no. She was like, I told y'all stop playing with it. I was like, you going to have to whoop me. Because, for one, I'm not eating no bologna. I'm not eating no sandwich. And we didn't. And the homeless man came up, and he was like, I'll eat it. You always give them sandwiches. And it's like, no.
But I gave them sandwiches in the summer because I was cooking all year long.
When you wanted something fast and it was a lot of people, it was always sandwiches. And sandwiches just scream less fortunate, poor. I don't want no sandwich. So, still to this day, I don't want no Subway sandwich. When I go to Subway, I get a wrap or I get a salad. Don't bring me no sandwich. I don't want.
But I don't think that it was even that it screamed poor. Your mindset as a child was that I'm poor, and I'm like, it was okay. You really were poor.
Who was poor? I
had money. You were poor. Your daddy had money.
You
and your brother were poor.
I am a product.
Okay,
I'm not poor. No, I'm
whatever.
not.
But there is nothing wrong because I grew up being extremely poor. We had to get commodities, go and stand in a line get boxes of food handed to you that said Coke, that said
Absolutely not.
peas or whatever. And so I don't think that what you're stating is really what you felt about screaming poor, because you didn't know if you were poor or not
Yes,
poor.
I did.
I think it was the matter of I'm traumatized because I had to do it so much.
No, we had to do a lot of things that we didn't want to do. A lot.
But you're so much better for them.
But I'm just saying, the sandwiches, they scarred me.
Oh.
Chicken and rice up there with it too.
Well, we're going to have sandwiches today.
You're going to have a sandwich. I will eat my dreams first. I'm not eating a sandwich, mama. I'm just not. But yeah, I get asked that question a whole lot. I've literally done like 2 other podcasts, and they want to know too why I don't eat sandwiches. So I just felt like I had to put that out there. That and my name is not Dada, because those are 2 things that I hate answering. So
it's technically Day Day.
And my name is spelled D-A-Y. I don't know, but it's a long A. It actually has what that thing is? That thing on top of it. But I just, who finna write all that?
Right. Okay. Well, you could tell them your real name.
I could not.
Okay. Well, all right. We want to encourage you all that, hey, mamas everywhere, daddies everywhere, raising these grown kids, not raising them, teaching them and loving them. Please just understand that it's just a completely different. I'm a 70s baby. I'm 78, right?
I'm in the 90s.
And this is a 90s baby, and our worlds ain't gonna never collide, ever. All right?
It's so different.
It's so different. But ours was better, and you'll fight that yours was better. And we'll just have to agree to disagree. But whatever you do, listen, I just encourage you to love on your grown kids. Join the Mon-Day Show every Monday. We're going to have something new. If y'all have suggestions, y'all get with Auntie. Y'all get with me. Y'all know I'm play. So Auntie be coming to play, and she play too much still. But we're going to let her have it. Because, I play too much too. So, I'm not tripping. But anyway.
So where can they find you? What is your social?
I don't know. So I know you can go on Facebook. We're going to post it on Facebook on my page. And Facebook will have, how do they find me on Facebook?
What's your Facebook name?
Monya Robinson Coleman. Monya Robinson Coleman. Is that right? And then I think on other platforms, I'm like Pastor Monya, Monya. But then, of course, if they're looking for you, because you're going to put it on your page too.
I'm Rich Auntie Day Day on everything. This will be under Auntie Speaks. And we'll link the website where you can go and listen to it on Spotify, Apple Music, iHeartRadio. Yeah.
I don't know what Spotify is. All I can think about is I spy something with my little tiny eye. I don't know what.
Your eye is not tiny.
Really? She get it from her mama. Your eyes look like this headphone. Really? Now, we don't crack because I can go all the way live.
I'm with you when you're right.
Okay. All right. So, Monya Robinson Coleman, Pastor Monya on, I don't even know what I'm on.
It'll be all there. I'm going to make sure all her handles are there.
What are handles?
All her social media things. You'll be able to find her everywhere.
Well, before we do the next one, let me know the lingo, because I don't know what you're saying. This stuff sounds like drug trapping and stuff. I don't know. Something. Anyway, thank y'all so much for joining the Mon-Day Show. I'm Mon as in Monya. This is Day as in Day Day. And we believe that we're going to help mothers and daughters everywhere. We want the daddies and the sons to come too. We'll invite Dr. Bishop and your brother when he's home.
My dad and her son are not going to get in front of this camera.
Well, Stephen was going to come. He wasn't. He's
just
not
going to
get
in front of the camera.
Yeah, he will for you.
And Cameron?
Definitely not for me. Lord. And Cameron will for me. Okay. So anyway, join us on next Monday for the Mon-Day Show. We'll have the time and all of that in our handles.
6 p.m.
6 p.m. Oh, okay. Sis said what she said. Join us. See y'all then. Until then, God bless you.
Goodbye. Love you so much. Bye.